chair, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, why is it that only 2% of all Canadians donate their blood? After all, unless you've got a religious reason, all of us will gladly accept the blood that the 2% gave if we needed a blood transfusion. We even expect it to be there for us. So I asked myself, why are we not donating our blood? I've come up with 3 possible reasons and solutions for them too. The first one is, you're like my brother Eric. God bless him. He can't stand the sight of blood, or needles, or anything gory. He can't watch ER or Grey's Anatomy. As a matter of fact, if you were going to have your eyes examined and you mentioned about the drops in the eyes, he starts turning white, his stomach starts rolling. No. As a matter of fact, if one of his loved ones got sick and ended up in the hospital, it would take almost an act of God for him to come and visit you in the hospital. Not that he doesn't love you, it's that he's got to go past all that medical stuff. So I understand if you're in that category. After all, there's no way I'd get my brother to walk into a blood donation clinic, let alone give blood. So what can he do? Well, the Canadian Blood Services is a non-profit organization. It is supported by the federal, provincial, and territorial government and people like you. So he can write a check and help out that way. The second reason, maybe you're in the same category as me. I went down, I filled out the questionnaire, I was interviewed, and they said, sorry, but for medical reasons, we can't use your blood. So as much as I'd love to give my blood, I can't. So what can I do? Well, I could write a check. Or I could be a volunteer. I go around to community centers, colleges, concerts, and I promote give blood. You can do it. The third reason I realized is that maybe you're just like my roommate Teresa. Long time ago, she thought, why? Never entered her brain. Give blood? Why? Until a volunteer told her, we need your blood. And then she went down and she filled out the questionnaire and found out, they'll take my blood. And she started giving her blood. Until 20 years ago, when she was diagnosed with cancer of the uterus. And they said to her, sorry, we can't use your blood anymore. So rather than volunteering or writing a check, she just said, well, I'm not the healthiest person on the face of the earth, so I guess they just can't use my blood. So I'm not going to bother. That was fine until 2 years ago when a volunteer told her, things have changed. Go down, fill out the questionnaire. And she says, really? But I had cancer. And she went down, she filled out the questionnaire, and she can give blood. Ladies and gentlemen, I did some research at the beginning of January, and I discovered that there is only 10 days worth of type O positive blood and 5 days worth of type O negative blood available across Canada. Since then, we had that terrible bus accident. We've had crazy weather. It's been freezing and melting and refreezing and remelting, and accidents galore. And lots of people needed blood transfusions. The cry went out from the Canadian Blood Society. Our blood supplies have gone down in Ottawa. Please donate. So, if you're among the 98%, you should realize you have the power to give life. You can donate either your money, your time, or your blood. And I know how valuable this is because I would not be standing here today if someone had not given blood. I had a complete blood transfusion the day I was born. So I wouldn't have been here. Ladies and gentlemen, blood, it's in you to give.